Good morning. I just wanted to come just very briefly to comment about the incident yesterday. Very unfortunate in our city, and our prayers go out to all the families involved. I think a very telling time with what's going on around the world, but I think from who our city is and who we are here, I really feel strongly that it's a time for us to come together and support one another and not be afraid. It's very important to not be afraid of these things, and try and move on from it and support each other as much as we can, but believing in our city, because I think the strength of our city is diversity. And I was in a meeting yesterday when this happened, and I didn't even know it was going on, and I get hundreds of texts from people all over. I kept asking, is everything okay? Mostly people from even the States or around the world, and that's when we looked at the news and saw that this was going on, and it's very touching for our city, because everywhere I go, I brag about this city, about it's the safest place in the world, it's the best city in the world, and it's going to continue to be the best place and the best city in the world. These things happen. It's happened to the best of other cities and but the best of other places, and I think we must continue to live our lives and not be afraid. But it's touching for this to happen to our city. I hope people can deal with it in their own way. We use family, we use sports, we use many things to deal with these kind of situations. But I hope people can use various ways, but know that they have us and the diversity and the happiness of our city to deal with this. Yeah, I'm sure we'll address it in some kind of way. I was watching the Leafs game yesterday, and it's good to see everybody here, stand up and support one another with these kind of things.
How would the perspective, you guys have been in this tight playoff series, and everyone's talking about struggles after 2 losses, and then something like yesterday happens. What sort of makes you think about what really matters?
Well, it puts life in perspective, where what we do doesn't really matter sometimes. I can't imagine what it would be like to have to be on that sidewalk or see people that experience this. It's something that you just everything that we do just gets put on the side. I think for my drive home, it's all I thought about was that, and the heaviness of it, and how you should come out of this. And but the next thing I thought about was, I still know who we are, I still know what this city is, and I still know that those kind of things can never put a city or a country like this down.
I know in your travels you kind of brushed against some of these incidents in other places. I know in Brussels maybe a few years ago, and Turkey had issues. I'm not sure if you were there, but adjacent to times you've been around.
Mm-hmm.
What's your level of alertness when you're home in the city compared to some of the other places you've been and go for your work?
I hate to say it like this, Grange is good. I fear nothing and no one, and to me, I always say that there's 90% of 98% of the people around the world are unbelievable people, and there's a certain percentage that maybe not or have little problems, and we should work on making those people better. It's funny, when I travel around the world in the past, my mom would call me and say, you know, why are you going there, or why you're going here again or going there. And I remember when it happened in one time she called me in Denver, and a couple of days later, there's a shooting in the movie theater. So you could be anywhere in this world these days, you know, like, and things happen. We just have to be a little bit aware, and we have to care about each other more. You know, care about your neighbor, know who your neighbor is, know who people around you are a little bit more, and I think show more affection to these people. So yes, honestly, like traveling around the world, you know, I never look back, because I just feel that I feel like I'm a person of the world, and you belong to everywhere in the world. You know, that's what God has given us.
When you come home, do you feel sometimes you can relax based on the tensions that exist in other places more obviously?
There's just something great about this place. Honestly, I just have to say it. It's not a bias. It's just you come home and you're home. And everybody knows what I'm talking about, and we'll continue to believe that. We'll continue to believe that about Toronto and Canada, and it's an example of the way I think a city or a country should be.